Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to U.S. Lacrosse headquarters here in Loveton Farms in lovely Hunt Valley, Maryland. I'm Larry Dukes, and I'm with Monica Yekel tonight with the IAAM A Conference Championship for 2018 between the McDonough Eagles and the NDP Blazers. Monica, it's going to be a really fun night. What a beautiful facility, what a beautiful evening, and looking forward to some great lacrosse.
Absolutely. We couldn't have asked for a better night, and it looks like there's a big crowd going to be on hand.
A very festive crowd. We can see
Absolutely.
we can see the folks just below us, all the balloons and all the fun things to cheer on their teams, and students on the hill starting to assemble with messages for their players. So it's going to be a great night.
It's going to be great. We could be a part of history tonight.
That's right.
Maybe.
The streak.
We don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to say anything yet, but
yeah, the streak stands at 198, and
wow.
straight wins for McDonough. Had a little scare a couple not too many days ago.
Right. They did. It was 1-goal game. I think it was overtime.
It was.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to this matchup, and I know both teams are looking forward to this opportunity again. Monica, what are the kind of keys for NDP? Let's start with them. What's the keys to the game for success for NDP?
Sure, and I actually got to talk to Coach Mac Ford from NDP, and he said that they need to make sure they take care of the draw and work really hard to come up with draw control. That could be difficult tonight. They have one of the best. McDonough has one of the best centers who can draw to herself, probably in the country. Yeah,
she's pretty phenomenal. That's Maddie Jenner. Is that who that is?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Maddie's pretty special. My coach at John Carroll, we didn't win many draws against McDonough.
Not many people do.
No, it was she's a pretty special player there. What else did Coach say?
Yeah, so have to work on the draw. They want to take care of the ball. So basically just, not throwing the ball away when obviously, you don't need to. Not that you ever need to, but just taking care of the ball as they're bringing it upfield. And it sounds vague, but it's pretty important. You hear a lot of coaches say that all the time. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball. And then the third thing is they have two real good players, 13 and 10. So Coach Ford would like to try to contain them and probably put his two best defenders on them, and if they can do that, then he feels really confident, he said.
Wow, that's so well. They showed it the last time they got together, and
right.
Let's see how about on the opposite side with the folks from McDonough? What were their keys to success tonight?
Well, and for Coach Nancy Love, her same thing, draw controls. So they need to win, more than 50% of the draw controls. Ground balls, they need to win every 50-50 ground ball, and then limit turnovers. So,
and NDP probably has the second best draw person around, right?
Right.
Is she coming off an injury?
Actually, yes. So Coach Ford said that she had a little injury and missed their last game, but she was out of practice yesterday and the day before, so she's good to go.
Great. So we look forward to those draws. They're going to be pretty special as we come down to this very, very important championship game.
Right. The draws are important at every level, and there's so many coaches out there now that really devote a lot of time and effort into taking the draw. So it's obviously starts possession and hopefully ends up in a goal. And they're super lucky to have Taylor Cummings as their assistant coach. McDonough
one of the best ever, right?
Absolutely. So
maybe the best ever, right?
It may be. So she, having her on the staff, I'm sure is huge for McDonough.
Well, what about those draws? I'm for those of our listening audience and viewing audience, that the women's game draw is a bit different. It's not from the ground.
It is right. The men, they start on the ground, and they don't actually touch the ball. The men, they can't touch the ball. The women, the ball is put in between the two centers' sticks. So when they come up to the line, they set up. The back of the stick has to face the goal that the team is shooting on. So that's always important to know. And this year they changed a rule where the sticks have to be even with the hips of the players. So that's been a great rule, and we'll see how that works out for both teams tonight. And
the advantage I would think for the McDonough person taking the draw, she's very tall.
Yes.
And she's very good at things over her head. My experience watching her is that she likes the ball to go up high, and she's not afraid to go and get it.
Nope, she draws it to herself, and
wow.
That's that. When you can do that, I mean, that's amazing. Coaches love that, and it makes it a lot easier, obviously, to start with possession.
Well, we'll certainly be watching out for that as the draws seem to be such a very important part of the game to get that possession and kind of control the activity on offense.
Right.
So it's going to be an important facet of tonight's game.
Absolutely.
When you say take care of the ball, okay, it sounds such like a normal, every coach would say that, I want to take care of the ball. Essentially, really, passing and catching, as fundamental as
Absolutely.
it is also very important in these big games.
Right, absolutely. And when you have great stick work and basic skills, I mean, it puts you at such an advantage. And both of these teams do focus a lot on just stick work. So, but taking care of the ball is, making sure that if you're popping out to receive a pass, that you don't stop your feet, and just little things. There's a lot of things that go along with taking care of the ball. It's not just catching and throwing. It's all the other little things that you have to do to maintain possession.
And while all that's going on in the midst of a championship game, for some of these seniors, the last game that they're going to play at the high school level, obviously, but such an important game for seniors on the McDonough team. Trying to keep that streak alive. Nobody wants to have that thing stop.
They don't want to go down to be known as the team that lost.
Right, not on their watch.
Nope.
So, it makes it even. So, the controlling the ball when there's all this pressure, the game jitters,
right.
can get the best of you.
Right, and I think that's going to be another kind of key for both teams is, even though McDonough is undefeated, they might have even more pressure than NDP, to keep that streak alive and to, not lose it here. So the mental part of tonight is going to be a really, really big deal for both teams.
Yeah, the whole concept of staying loose,
Right. Right.
Well, if there's any indication, I think it was NDP that was in the locker room below me when I was grabbing a quick bite, and they were quite festive and they sounded pretty loose. So, I guess for the coaches, how do you, as a coach, in a big game like tonight, how do you tell them to relax and play? It seems so obvious, but kind of hard for someone who's feeling a lot of pressure.
Right. Well, you just tell them how much confidence you have in them and that, we're good, we deserve to be here, and, that I know for me what I would say is we're a team, we're a group, we're a family, so let's just get out there and have some fun with this too, because you guys have worked hard and been through a lot. So, and NDP has come close the last 2 games, so they've got to feel confident coming out here tonight, and I would probably focus on that too. Like, look, we're almost there. We don't have to be nervous, they do. So.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I think that, as you said earlier, the pressure might be heavier on McDonough.
Yeah.
And actually, as I'm watching what's going on in the field now, you see a little bit of the looseness on one side and kind of focused and tight on the other side. So we'll see how that translates into how they play when the first draw happens.
Please move your vehicle immediately. Again, this is a silver.
This is an absolutely gorgeous facility, the U.S. Lacrosse facility. It's about, I guess it was built last year and became the headquarters for U.S. Lacrosse. It becomes a kind of a perfect venue for the IAAM.
It really is.
It's I look around, and while the overflow crowd's going to the hill, most of the parents are over here and seem to have the seats they want.
Right. It is. It's just as a high school player, to be able to play in a venue like this has got to just be amazing for both teams.
And right now they're going through a process of checking sticks.
Right.
Again, for somebody that might be new to lacrosse, what's this all about?
Well, they have to make sure that the sticks are legal. So in the beginning of the game, the refs actually have changed a little bit in how they check the sticks. Before, they used to just put the ball in the stick and kind of push it down and make sure it still, you could see some of the ball over the sidewalls. And now they turn the stick over and they make sure that the ball doesn't get stuck in the back of the stick as well. Because the sticks have changed so much, so they have to really make sure that each stick is legal. So they go through the line, they check it. If you have backup sticks, you check those, and make sure that there's no pocket to give a player an advantage of keeping the ball on the stick.
Well, you talked about the sticks, the technology of this game over the years. I'm old enough to remember when the women's game was done with wooden sticks.
Well, I played with a wooden stick.
No.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Well, it's come a long way, hasn't it?
It has come a long way. My daughter plays, and I have the stick, and she said, "What's that?" I was like, yeah, that's what I used to play with."
That's what the poor people played with, right? Yeah. It's like, but now, sticks are big dollar item. My daughter was a goalie, and I when we went to make that investment and the helmet and everything was like, wow,
it's a lot.
This is not a game for those of no means. It's but it's a great game, as you said. You tell them they're a family. They really behave like a family.
Yes, it is a really special game. Beautiful to watch when it's played well.
Well, why don't we let the stadium announcer take over now as they do the introduction of the players.
First for Notre Dame, let's meet the reserves in numerical order. Number 2, Maggie Corvo. Number 3, Morgan Albanesi. Number 4, Laurel Barnett. Number 5, Kendall Krause. Number 6, Charlotte Boot. Number 7, Cindy Rosa. Number 8, Molly Sharp. Number 10, Lila Knott. Number 11, Katie Rogers. Number 12, Lucy Guscio. Number 15, Gina Pinello. Number 17, Jordan Sabrin. Number 18, M.P. Suter. Number 19, Mary Kate Fitzpatrick. Number 20, Morgan Brooks. Number 22, Addie Fisher. Number 23, Maddie Swing. Number 24, Julia Franzoni. Number 25, Caroline Hudson. Number 27, Hannah Lee. Number 29, Hudson Gentile. Number 31, Maddie Johnston. Number 34, Jenna Kraft. Number 35, Natalie O'Connor. Number 36, Maddie Hoffman. Number 37, Sophie Davis. Number 38, Caitlin Latshaw. Number 39, Kaylee Pelkey. Number 40, Drew Yeager. And number 43, Eva Macris. And now the starting lineup for the Blazers. Also in numerical order. On defense, the senior, number 1, Annika Meyer. At attack, the senior, number 9, Caitlin Mossman. At attack, the senior, number 13, Colleen Keith. The midfielder attacker, the junior, number 16, Ellie Curry. At midfield, the junior, number 21, Brooke Barger. At attack, the senior, number 26, Hannah Martinet. On defense, the senior, number 28, Caroline Somerville. At midfield and attack, the sophomore, number 30, Liza Reagan. On defense, the senior, number 32, Sarah Cooper. On defense, a senior, number 33, Jordan Tilley. At attack, a freshman, number 41, Nancy Halloran. And in goal for the Blazers, a senior, number 42, Vanessa Stamas. Head coach for Notre Dame is Matt Ford. And now let's get the reserves for the Buchanan Eagles. Number 2, Ella Little. Number 3, Gabby Stapleton. Number 4, Hannah Falau. Number 5, Emily Armero. Number 7, Anna Robinson. Number 8, Megan Nix. Number 11, Kemper Robinson. Number 12, Ryan Gillen. Number 17, Danny Jacobstein. Number 18, Kelly Blaze. Number 19, Mila Huddles. Number 22, Kendall Kurlander. Number 23, Abby Wilhelm. Number 26, Olivia Gagan. Number 27, Julia Haberslag. And number 30, Julia Dorsey. Now the starting lineup for McDonough. At attack, a senior, number 1, Rachel Anderson. At midfield, a junior, number 6, Emma Sheddig. On defense, a senior, number 9, Hannah Roth. At attack, a senior, number 10, Julia Hoffman. At midfield, a junior, number 13, Claire Paris. At midfield, a senior, number 14, Maddie Jenner. At midfield, a sophomore, number 15, Kayla Abernathy. At attack, a sophomore, number 16, Izzy Marsh. On defense, a sophomore, number 20, Ayla Class. At midfield, a junior, number 21, Emma Tilson. At defense, the junior, number 24, Sam Thacker. And in goal for the Eagles, the senior, number 25, Julia Cooper. Head coach for McDonough is Nancy Love. Officials for tonight's game, Fran Trumbo, Dave Cox, Beth Bollinger, and Everina Cropper. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, that was pretty nice formalities there. And
Absolutely.
What a way to finish a high school career.
Right.
Location like this and the pageantry of introductions and national anthem. So now we're ready to settle down and play some lacrosse.
Yep, absolutely.
3 officials in the high school game, right?
Yes.
Making their way out to check the goals and get us ready to play.
3 very experienced officials from what I see. Fran Trumbo she's been coaching, officiating for a long time. One of the best.
Yeah, a name that I recall sending a lot of checks to as an athletic director over the years. But she had all the big games, and because she was such a good official, or is, not was, is
yes.
a great official.
And then for the state, championships they'll have an official at the table as well.
Gotcha. Excellent. Final cheers. Any last words you think the coaches are sharing at this point?
Just probably get out there and let's get it done. We're ready and let's play.
Yeah, get after it. Yep, that's Coach Max. I even left the huddle at the.
Yep, because
players get ready.
It's about them now. You know, both left. It's up to them. They've done their preparation. Their, you know, all the things they need to do. Now it's time to just play.
So I look to my side, still a big line of people, looking to come in.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's going to be a rather large crowd for tonight. Well, like we said earlier, it's kind of picture perfect.
It really is. And again, you know, we'll probably talk about it a lot tonight, but this could be
something special.
The time.
Yeah. No matter what, it should be a very, very entertaining, hard-fought game on both sides.
Yes.
McDonough enters tonight's game with an overall record of 22-0. The Blazers enter at 18-4.
Already here, the NDP crowd.
Looks like Julia Hoffman's going to take the draw for NDP.
And Lila Knott, I think, is that? No, you're right.
Yep.
No, that's number 10.
Yeah. Yep.
Mac Ford said she may. I mean, she matches up height-wise really well. She's strong.
And Maddie Jenner for McDonough.
All right, here we go. So NDP is starting with 5 back on their defensive end, which is totally legal. You can put, 6 back there if you want, as long as there's just 7 as the ball comes over.
Gotcha. So more of a defensive-oriented approach, huh?
Yes. They know that McDonough is fast and likes to attack a lot from up top, so they're trying to probably slow that down.
There's a draw. NDP takes it.
That's a big first possession.
Sure is. Now the setup and the matchups begin. Control out front. Passing around the perimeter. And now back behind the net.
NDP's going to just see what kind of defense they're doing, and it looks like they're going to really put a lot of pressure on Hannah Martinet.
Quick cuts through.
She can do it all. Nice save.
Stopped. Good job. Julia Cooper, senior, with the stop. First save of the game.
It's NDP's ball. Wow. Julia Cooper going to Stanford, too, so she's getting ready for that next level.
Back out to the perimeter.
I like how NDP is really keeping it spread, opening up that middle.
Oh, and a great and a score. Looks like number Monica Lagan with the score, puts NDP up quickly.
That's huge. That's a huge play right there. She did a really nice job getting that ball up on the corner, out to the side there, that left side, rolling around. No help came from the defender. They got to send a double right away. Someone's getting inside there.
So number 30, Liza Reagan with the score, sophomore. Makes it 1-0 NDP.
So we'll see again with this draw control. Because as we said, you get the draw, usually it results in either a great shot or a goal.
lot of maneuvering there.
Right, and
get
it's funny because this rule here is to try to not have this happen. I was calling a game at Loyola, and it was Loyola Syracuse, and it took, before they put this rule in, it took 4.5 minutes to set up the draw.
Wow.
So after a while, if this keeps happening, one of the officials, somebody's not doing something, so should get some kind of green card, delay a game, something.
And there we go again, and it's going to be McDonough ball. Emma Sheddick with possession. Is off.
So you're going to see if a defender extends her arm into her body, it's going to be a call almost every single time. Nice look up top.
And throw. And it's going to be MDP ball.
And that's not taking care of the ball.
Right.
So they got to clean that up.
The goalie's going to walk it up here.
You're seeing a lot more of that. The goalie's coming out higher. So see that pass isn't as far. So she's redirecting the ball right now. This is huge. Players, they're getting double teamed. All she needed to do, number one from NDP, is turn around, redirect the ball back to her trailer, and shift fields. Or go into the other side of the field. So you can see McDonough is face guarding number 26, Hannah Martinet. So all her job is to just watch her and stay as close to her as she possibly can.
Wherever she goes. She gets a drink of water, you go get a drink of water, right?
That's right. They would say, know what she had for lunch earlier.
A quick movement to the front. Shot. Might have gotten a pipe there. And it's going to be McDonough possession.
Good speed, number 15.
Running out of real estate, though.
So the red is the out of bounds.
And she went right out of bounds.
I think, or is it white?
No, it's the red.
It is. Okay.
So the red lines are the out of bounds lines, and she stepped out.
I'm not sure why she didn't know that.
She may have seen the pylon, which is on the white.
Well,
the bench.
The bench has to be, and the box down in front here has to be at least 4 meters from the out of bounds.
Gotcha. Again, it's
the extension, yeah.
Not much talking from the officials in the women's game, right?
No, which I wish they would. That's the one thing about the men's game that I love with the officials, that you really they come to the front and you can know what they're calling. So NDP's doing a really nice job just keeping it spread, pulling them out, looking for these 1v1s.
Push again.
Now that one I might have disagree with. She came into her because if the attacker initiates contact, it's not a foul.
Well, it certainly gives it another pipe.
Great shot.
The next time that happens, let's talk about how far away the player needs to be on defense. So this is a really nice spot for her to be on the 8-meter shot.
center hash. The officials are calling it pretty tight.
And whose advantage would that be, do you think?
NDPs.
NDPs.
Absolutely.
No shot clock in the high school women's game, right?
No, but in the college game there is. There's a possession clock, and I hope it comes down to high school soon. It's so much better.
Yeah, there's sometimes, and I better not say it because I don't want to see it tonight, where there seems to be a run out, stall out. I've seen stalls go on for 10 minutes,
right.
And
it's
not the way to
end
the game. So
every coach loves it with the 90-second possession clock at the college level. So I'm sure we'll see it move down. Nice double team.
Good double team, good check, and yet NDP keeps possession.
It's these second efforts, too, right now that NDP's doing, and, they're just not giving up and getting the ball back, and they're going to need to do that all night.
Going for that top left corner.
Yeah. They're getting really good looks and lanes to goal.
And so when a shot's on goal, when it goes out of bounds, it's the team that is closest to that place.
Great move.
Oh, what a shot.
She's
Number
so
26.
dangerous.
That's Hannah Martinet.
Hannah Martinet, yeah. She is so, so dangerous. She's going to Florida next year, and she is just a super dynamic player. Super quick, great stick and feet. She just never stops. And her stick, a lot of people they think, the cradle's not so important. It's so important, and you saw it right there when she went to dodge. You have to have a good, strong cradle.
Hannah's had 54 goals already this year.
Yeah.
And as you said, she's very dangerous. She's had 44 assists on top of it.
Wow.
So, a person that, has almost 100, points affected in her play in 1 year. Pretty amazing.
That's why she was one of the top recruits for her year, and that's why.
Trying to keep that stick on a plane. There it goes straight up again, and McDonough controls this one.
So having that fifth person back starting on the draw, it took away that fast break, which is great for NDP.
Yeah, because in some of the games I watched previously, McDonough likes to go right to goal if they get the lane. And, okay, here we have that setup again that we talked about, a check that she took, and now the foul. How far back does she need to be?
They need to be 4 meters away.
I see.
So this happened outside the 8, so it's actually not an 8-meter shot.
So it'd be difficult for her to get all the way to goal, and so she'll pull back out again. We'll get another foul.
There's that foul, yeah. So these officials are calling it tight. So both teams are going to have to make that adjustment, just you move your feet more.
And the shot on goal was good.
Great
makes
shot.
It a 2-1 ball game.
She got off that line so fast. It was hard for any defender to get.
She made it look simple, didn't she? Yeah. But it's not a simple shot, but she made it look that way.
She made it look easy.
13, Blair Paris, 3 positions, 18-15 remaining, first half.
Goal given to Blair Paris, a junior. That's her 51st goal this year.
They have a lot of kids that can score.
That's for sure. .18 minutes remaining in the first half. NDP Blazers 2, McDonough Eagles 1. And the draw goes back to McDonough. Blair Perry with the ball.
Wow, great stick work.
And they'll settle down and work the perimeter. Get their offense set up.
NDP plays a zone. It's a high pressure zone, backer, roamer.
Wow, great shot. Number 10, Julia Hoffman. Big step to the goal, shot high, right over the goalie's shoulder. Makes it a 2-2 ball game. Boy, this is reminiscent of the last couple games. A little spurt by one team, answered right back by the other.
Game is tied at 2. Fans, be sure to stop by the Fine Design tent tonight for all your IAAM championship gear.
Blair got a little break coming off the field.
Tonight's concession stand on the promenade, courtesy of Hereford Lacrosse. Concession stand has candy.
They're two different styles. McDonough, you can see kind of subs, maybe one or two at a time. NDP, he subs like a whole unit almost.
Now, do they both need to be on the same side of the midline?
No.
Or you could be opposites, right?
You can, absolutely.
And NDP controls this draw.
I think this is Barger's second draw control.
Yeah. Looking for openings, but not forcing the.
NDP, you're doing a really nice job of taking care of the ball. Again, keeping it spread, opening up the McDonough defense.
Martinet with the move. Inside. Blocked. Great save. Julia Cooper. Julia averages 7 saves a game. 2 already, or 3 maybe, that we've seen. Getting the pressure now. And unfortunately turns it over. And leaving the goal empty. Shot. Scores! The penalty would have happened anyhow, but the goal is good. Number 32, Sarah Cooper with the goal. Sarah Senior.
Those are the plays NDP needs. A few of those. I mean, that was a great ride. I mean, you saw Barger, number, I think, 27, is she? But she just came, my goodness, all the way from like the 50-yard line down. And
21, Brooke Barger.
21, thank you.
Yep.
But a great ride, just great ride by NDP.
Yeah, that turnover, those things are the things you look for, those opportunities if you're on one side of the ball, and things you try to avoid.
Absolutely. Those are like momentum changers, and you can see, you can hear the crowd of NDP earlier.
Okay, that time it looks like the ball needs to go above the shoulder.
Yes, it has to go above the shoulders, and if it doesn't, and they don't find like a foul, someone didn't move too early or whatnot, then they'll just come back and reset it. And once she puts the ball in the sticks, and sets them and takes a step away, neither one can move.
Okay, and she's going to give that over to NDP. Yeah.
So I was just going to say, someone's not coming up. So you can't not come up or draw. You have to come up. This is
Good
Maddie
dodge there.
Johnston. Yeah, she's got a lot of speed. She's going to Duke next year. Be a good addition.
Hearing some big names in women's college lacrosse.
Absolutely.
And I would presume that most of these young women have been recruited since they were very early in their
Yes.
in their careers.
Another goal.
Ellie Curry.
So this is going to be a timeout by McDonough right now, which is a really good call.
The goal by number 16, Ellie Curry, junior. And that momentum again, a jump out, 2 goals up, then 2 goals back for McDonough, now 2 more goals by NDP.
Right. But this is a really good decision to call this timeout right now.
Blazers 4, Eagles 2. Timeout, McDonough. The National Lacrosse Hall of Fame and Museum is located inside.
Fans still coming in the gate, enjoying this beautiful May night, Mother's Day weekend. Going to be a special Mother's Day for you this weekend?
It is. Well, I mean, every day
There you
special,
go.
right?
There you
How's
go. That's great. It's great. I hope all mothers out there are having a wonderful weekend, and there's going to be some very happy mothers here tonight,
Yes.
but maybe a few that don't have such a great outcome. But no matter what, great venue, great night, and great weekend.
Yes.
And our hill full of students has filled up quickly.
I don't think there's a seat here right now.
No, it looks and it's interesting. I call it the dad's promenade here. For
dad
some
zone.
dads don't sit very much.
No.
Tend to stand and pace. And so we have all the folks all around the venue. And our cameraman John Carnisi gave us a little opportunity to be a little FaceTime on the broadcast. .42 remaining in the first half. The Blazers up 4-2 over the Eagles. So the first 10 minutes of action have been just what we expected.
Yes.
Let's see if NDP can answer. McDonough can answer these last 2.
Well, it's a game of, swings, so to speak. So, you never ever kind of count yourself out, because you can score 2 goals in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Another draw control.
Yep. Very unusual sight to see this many draw controls go the opposite way of McDonough so far.
Boy, it was a focus for Coach Mack when I talked to him last night. Said they didn't need to, win all of them, but if they were around 35%, he'd be happy. So, doing good so far.
He's shooting a higher percentage at the moment, so that's it's good for him. Here comes a double team, and it works. Effective as McDonough comes up with the ball and will maintain possession. And we have a little equipment stoppage. One of the hardest things to do when you're all wound up is stop and tie your shoe. We had the basketball championships. We had a player trying to tie their shoe. They just couldn't do it. But here we go. Back to the action. And McDonough going to get across and clear. Good speed. And an errant throw. And NDP, ground ball. And NDP
Nice
with
job.
possession. They really don't have the numbers. And the
they're letting play through that. Wow, no foul.
yeah, it looked like the turf monster got him. The loose ball again. And that time.
Now there's a foul. You can
These
see,
are Reagan with possession.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
You can see that NDP is really dictating and controlling the pace, which is good for NDP. Right here, they're just taking their time. Everyone gets a touch, kind of calm down a little bit, get everyone on the same page.
Well, I once had a coach that always told me you only rest on offense. So if you need that breather, that time to kind of get set up and relax a little bit, you better do it on offense.
Absolutely.
You better not do it on D.
Right.
And it looks like it's been NDP's thoughts that they're going to play tenacious defense, and if they need to get a blow, it's going to happen on the offensive side. Movement to the front, open and scores. Number 9, Caitlin Mossman with the score.
So that's a second. It's called an inside roll. That's the second inside roll they've had on that crease there. So, McDonough's going to have to tighten up down around the goal circle or crease in order to stop these drives.
The goal call. Goal is static.
13-18 remaining. First half. Blazers 5, Eagles 2.
What's great about this goal, though, is it started from, a ground ball pickup on the defensive end. So the more NDP can do that and those kind of things, it's just going to get even better for them.
Through US Lacrosse Magazine, print, online, and social.
Looks like we have a little switch up at the draw for McDonough.
US Lax Magazine.
Number 15, Kayla Abernathy's going to take the draw this time.
It's probably a good call. Change some things up a little bit.
And it was effective.
Absolutely.
Yep, so NDP with the possession. Ran right into the double team there. Back out.
McDonough also likes to put Maddie Jenner in the middle there, and you'll see her cutting back and forth or posting up, right, just like that. With that great defense for NDP, collapsing.
Yeah. Maddie's a very agile player as well. Gonna cut through and scores.
Number 10.
Julia Hoffman with the score. Number 10. Julia's a senior.
McDonough goal scored by number
Makes
10,
the
Julia
score
Hoffman.
5-3. Blazers.
Unassisted, 12:28 remaining. First half. Blazers 5, Eagles 3.
She got through like 4 defenders. So she's just moving her feet, nice strong cradle. Finishes with that shot.
You
NDP
just
trying
feel
to
the
get
flow. As you said, such a spurty game. You know, it's like
Game of
just
runs.
when you think your things are going in one direction, and as you said, we've seen goals that can happen in just seconds.
Yep.
People going coast to coast with a draw. Let's see if McDonough can make it 2-draw. 2 draws in a row. Up and
So her just NDP's goggles came off, no foul.
gotcha. Certainly something in the last couple of years that's been a focus is the protection of the athletes, especially
Yes.
to the head.
Yes.
All the work that's been done to mitigate or keep concussions from happening in the game.
Right.
Sticks flying everywhere and arms and elbows. It's a great addition with the eyewear as well to protect their face and eyes.
I didn't play with the eyewear, so I'm aging myself, but my daughter plays with it. It's so much better. That'll be shooting space right there. That's a nice play by McDonough.
Okay, explain that for us. Shooting space.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really know what it is, but it's there for safety reasons.
Oh, what a nice
save. Oh. So did you see that? The NDP goalie put the ball down in the circle and had one of the defenders run. She stepped out and then had one of the defenders run through the crease to pick it up. It's interesting. You don't usually see that.
Gotcha. And I'll ask why.
Well, I'm not really sure, because I'll be honest with you, you don't usually see it until, unless you're at like the younger ages where the goalie might be new or.
I see.
But
just want to get it to a player with more stick skills or something to.
Well, right, and maybe he just wants, Coach Ford wants to.
Another fortunate bounce of the ball. Oh.
So that is unfortunate, because definitely McDonough had him on their heels. But again, hopefully at that timeout, coaches said, look, we've got to clean it up here a little bit. We got to just move our feet and not extend, because they're getting a lot of calls on that.
Now the numbers are
Wow.
there. Shot and no good.
Great ball movement, though.
And it's going to be NDP ball.
That's pretty lacrosse down the field,
Yeah.
when you let the ball do the work and everybody's hustling. You need to send a double quickly.
And we're getting it. There it is.
There it is.
And it's going to be McDonough ball. All that hard work paid off. The possession turns over to McDonough.
NDP's ride's pretty good, though. Almost another turnover there. They're having a hard time finding the open players.
She's drawing a big crowd now. And she clears it.
Wow. She's going to Duke as well.
Wow.
She'll be a great. She looks like she should play there now.
Yeah,
I mean, looks amazing.
it's Maddie Jenner, number 14. Oh, errant pass. And a turnover will go to NDP.
Sure, they wish they could get that one back.
Sarah Cooper controls, brings it up the sideline. And right down the sideline. And a cut back to the middle. Here's that rest on offense we talked about.
So this pressure.
And a double team, yep. Oh. Late whistle comes in, and
That's a tough one.
pass. And a double. And back out again. Eight minutes remaining in the first half. And a move back to the front. and nothing there, and she was in the
That's a
crease.
Yes.
So a crease violation, going to go over to McDonough. And here's the goalie walk. Looking for an open player. And an errant pass. And that's going to set up a shot on goal and a stop.
It's a nice look. Uh-oh, now it's 3-on-3 here.
Oh. And a check and a fall, and it's going to be
NDP fans not liking that call.
no. Getting a little sloppy right now. Pass. And back to control.
Both defenses putting a lot of pressure, especially on the player who has the ball behind.
Movement. Oh, shot. Player goes
No
down.
call.
Turnover, no call.
There's that redirecting again. NDP's just doing a really great job of using the entire field. Keeping that width of the field is so important in the women's game.
And finding the open player too. It just seems like when they get themselves in a spot, they are able to find that open player, just like that pass. That's a good check. Oh, it's going to be.
Yeah, that came through the sphere. Coach Cummings is not happy with it, but it actually was the right call.
And again, using the full field. Five minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Blazers 5, Eagles 3. This IAAM A Conference Championship. What was that called? Do you know?
So that was a shooting space again.
And now we got another.
We were saying before about shooting space. I don't think I ever really finished it, but it's there for safety reasons, so that if shooter can't shoot, I hate to say, but through a player. So the defender has to be less than a stick's length away in order and in the triangle. Is that a goal?
Yes, it was. I think that was number 16, Ellie Curry, I believe. Makes it a 6-3 game.
Voted on goal scored by number 16, Ellie Curry, for second of the game, free position.
That's Ellie Curry's second
Remaining first half.
game score of the game.
Eagles 3.
Down a coach pulling over the team to the sideline there. As long as the center, I think, is back at the circle, they really could start.
So it looks like McDonough's we talked earlier about having 4 back.
Oh, right.
McDonough's got 4 back now. And control by number 13, Blair Pierre. And turned over to NDP.
NDP just doing a great job on the calls turnovers. they're forcing McDonough to make these bad passes and passes they don't want to make.
It almost looks like McDonough's kind of forcing action that right now they just need to get composure and get back into controlling position, because NDP certainly looks like they're in control.
Yes.
Oh. Check. Remains NDP's possession. Lucy Gossio with the ball. Nancy Halloran now in possession.
And this is where, you know, NDP doesn't really have to.
No rush, right?
No rush, right?
Can use every bit of this last 3 minutes and 30 seconds if they wanted to. And they'll bring it back out and take another look.
And that's just being smart. They don't need to get that shot off if it's not there. Maintain possession. Work for a better one. Yeah, that's a block. So number 26, Hannah Martinet, was trying to set a pick, but ended up moving her feet. When you set a pick in the women's game, you have to stand, and then the person using the pick is the one that really needs to use it correctly.
Gotcha.
You can't move into it, and that's what she just did.
It's a big turnover at this point.
Yes. So that's going to be a yellow card. So even though there's no contact made, she swung. It's, you know, dangerous. And that's going to be a yellow card on number 26.
Not a favorite call of the,
No.
of the
It actually,
NDP faithful.
It was the right call. It really was.
Yellow card number 26.
Now she stays in the box for
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
so it'll be a man advantage for McDonough
Yes.
and possession. Great opportunity for McDonough to climb back in. Now, if McDonough was the scorer, would she be released?
It is releasable.
Gotcha. Oh, they got checked in the face again. Oh, another check.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Another
There,
8.
Pierre with quick shot.
Nice save.
Good save. Right to the goalie's chest protector. Great shot, but goalie was right there.
She doesn't have a great angle on that side there, the shooter. So
Need to roll again. Open shot.
wow.
Another stop. Vanessa Stamus. And the turnover is going to go to NDP for possession.
So that is huge for NDP to be able to stop, you know, a man when they're a man down.
.125 remaining in the first half. NDP 6, Eagles 3.
So McDonough can come double the ball.
And that's what they're doing right now. Are we, yeah, we're still,
Yeah, they're still.
person up, right?
NDP doing a really good job of see how much space they've created for themselves.
Yeah, so far it looks like NDP's got the fresher legs. See, finally, all the first steps seem to be. And there, just as I say that, there's a turnover.
That was nice defense for McDonough. No fouls. You like to see those. So she needs to get rid of this ball pretty quickly.
She's going opposite side.
Right. Look, you can see 4, 5 NDP jerseys to the one around her.
Looks a bit ominous from here, but there's a lot of white shirts on the other side.
Right.
Well, and controlled by NDP.
19 seconds left.
Number 20, Brooke Barger to go, and a stop by Julia Cooper. And out.
You can see 10 seconds.
6 seconds. Got to get a shot off. Got to let it fly. 2-1. Scores! At the buzzer, at the horn. Maddie Jenner scores. No replay in high school, huh? There also was no horn, so
there was no horn.
Goal scored by 14, Maddie Jenner unassisted.
So this is
As time expires, the score.
The officials are getting together.
Blazers 6, Eagles 4.
seemed unlikely she was going to be able to get that shot off when 2 seconds remained and she was at the top of the
She did it.
arc, but she did. And we'll get to see it on our replay in just a few moments. But we go to halftime with the score. The NDP Blazers 6, the McDonough Eagles 4. We have a 10-minute break here. And unfortunately, we saw the goal, but we cannot see a clock. So we are going to halftime. So we're going to give you a little break. We'll put the camera on the crowd, and we'll rejoin you in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
Hear me?
Okay, we're back. About 2 minutes before we start the second half, McDonough's back on the field. Looks like they're ready. NDP still hasn't made it back from halftime. So, Monica, what a first half.
What a first half. It's
So-
not disappointing at all.
No, it's everything it was billed to be and more. So, what's going on at halftime with the McDonough coaches?
Well, I would think that the McDonough coaches are probably saying, look, let's just, take a deep breath, stick to our game plan. We're making some good plays, but we need to take care of the ball. I think they really need to handle the pressure better when they're clearing the ball out. NDP's done a really nice job of riding and sending 2 and 3 over, and it's making it hard for them to find the open players. So they just need to, kind of like what NDP was doing, just redirecting the ball. Just sometimes you have to go backwards to go forward.
Gotcha. How about the NDP folks? What are they saying to their?
Well, they've got to be really excited. But this is when whole another half left. So let's keep our heads in it, keep doing what we're doing, keep pushing hard, and again, stick to the game plan. So just through talking with Coach Ford, these girls are really following his game plan and executing it beautifully. So
My memory serves me right. The last time the overtime game was 5-3 NDP at halftime. So the same 2-goal spread coming into the second half, and then McDonough came roaring back. So it's very interesting how history is repeating itself. Well,
Yes.
could repeat itself, or it could make for very new happenings for the NDP folks.
yes. You had mentioned that it looks like NDP has, fresher legs, and Coach Ford, he runs in lots of different lines, and he has a big squad for sure. Not everybody plays, but he's really able to get, fresh legs in there, and sometimes you can see the advantage to that.
Yeah, you were mentioning earlier that the way he substitutes is a bit different than the way McDonough.
Little
McDonough's
bit.
more 1 or 2 players at a time, as opposed to he'll bring a whole set
Whole
of
sets in, right? Whole lines in, and again, it's kind of working. Very similar to the men's game, maybe a first midi line, second midi line, and some other schools can do that too, but it doesn't look like McDonough is.
Gotcha. So we're getting ready. Start the second half. Out to midfield for our draw. Now, can they move around the circle when
Yes.
when the officials?
can.
So they can take any position they want on the circle. And movement as they're doing right now. They're just jockeying for
Right.
right spots.
Sometimes you'll see girls run it in from the corner or whatever the coach wants them to do, obviously. But yes, they can move around.
And there's the first draw. Controlled by. No one yet. Still loose. And it's going to be given to.
McDonough's ball.
Yes, it is McDonough's. Number 6, Emma Shedding with the ball. Getting double teamed.
Double team again. This is that high pressure defense.
Certainly has worked so far. She's getting a move to the middle, though. And back behind goal. Up top.
So there's a flag up. So once the scoring plays over, then she'll put the flag back down. So they hold the flag up so that they don't take away a scoring opportunity. And then if the scoring opportunity is no longer there, then they put the ball back where the foul happened.
Gotcha. And if they score, it goes back in their pocket,
Yep.
right? Yeah. Excellent. Brooke Barger in control for, no, I'm sorry, it's McDonough ball, but then turned over.
Yeah, that's not what you want, obviously, but.
And that is Ellie Curry bringing it down to the offensive end for NDP.
Just that unfortunate, unforced error. That's.
Yeah, we've seen too many of those in the first half by
right.
McDonough. Need to clean that up for sure.
I think that the player with the ball, I think it was Rachel Anderson, was just, they've been doing a nice job trying to skip passes because they're sending those doubles. So she was looking for that open player who was the second player open, so to speak. But it looks like it just kind of came out of her stick kind of funky.
Yeah. Lots of patience by NDP. Move the ball around. Number 26. Adam Martinet got taken away.
Great defense. Yeah. So it's great hustle by NDP, but she just came across, and you can't reach across the body in the women's game. It's going to be a foul every time. So you're just better off moving your feet. I tell my players, just run with her, just run with her, just run with her.
It's a double team again. Suggested somebody should be open, but they seem to close those openings as quickly as they open.
Well, this is what's so tough about playing against, a backer zone. As soon as she gets past the one defender, the other defender's right there.
Going to be a yellow card.
So it was a check to the head. So that's going to be a yellow card every time.
And that's Sydney Rose that it comes off for NDP. That's a 2-minute as well, right?
Yes.
Emma Tilson with the ball. And shot. And scores!
That was really nice placement. I'm sorry. So keep interrupting you. I apologize.
No, the score Titans, the 6-4 NDP over the Eagles.
6-5. That made it 6-5.
Wow. You're right. So here we go, getting those spurts as we've talked about. 22 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the game. We'll say remaining in regulation since they've been here before. But she got a nice first step to the goal.
She really did. And that was lefty.
Finished it with a shot, yeah, left-handed. Kind of picture perfect.
So McDonough's sticking with the same player on the draw. Number 4. It's Maddie Jenner's back in. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Possession by number 8, Megan Mix. No, it must be number 6. Number 6, Emma Shedding controlled the ball.
Great defense.
Very good. On a clear. Getting up. Annika Meyer with the ball. Annika's got a serious leg brace on.
Yes.
It's amazing what these women, they sustain injuries and still get out here and play at this level.
Yeah. Annika's going to be playing. Oh, No calls.
Nothing.
Wow. That's going to be a yellow card.
Wow.
So here's where you want to see that the officials really take, control of the game, and it's starting to get a little physical. And I think all three officials are doing a nice job of keeping the control, because sometimes it can get.
Yeah, you don't want it to get chippy.
Right.
Chippy turns worse.
Right.
Yep.
This will be another
one,
yellow card.
Julia Hoffman coming off for McDonough.
Just got a little too aggressive again. It's that stick-to-body contact, extending her stick. You can see Coach Cummings talking to her down there.
So McDonough's one up. I'm sorry, NDP's up one. For about 15 seconds. Then they'll be up two. And now they're up two. They have disadvantage for about a minute and 10 seconds at this point.
McDonough doing a great job defending. That's a charge.
Yeah.
As much as everybody hates it, that actually was a good call.
They got it back.
And they got it back.
And they have numbers now. Shot on goal, no good. Off the pipes or off the leg, one of the two. And NDP back in possession. About 35 seconds. They're two up. And there's the flag.
Again, just a little too aggressive, number 24. She did a great job. She was right there. She just needed to hold her position.
Yeah, Sam Thacker right there, but like you said, called for the penalty.
NDP center hash. This is obviously the best hash you want to get.
The shot is good.
So Lila Knott, third Knott in the family.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. She had two sisters, played here, both out. One, I think, just graduated from Denver. The other one is out there at Denver, freshman.
Notre Dame goal scored by number 9, Caitlin Mossman.
That's what I thought. Caitlin Mossman gets credit for the goal. Oh, we got a chance to talk about the Knott family for a second there.
Her mother played at Hopkins. Lots of lacrosse in that family.
You bet. You bet. Nobody out at the center circle for the draw for McDonough. Here we go. Guess they're still
two down.
Two down, yeah.
Yes.
And so it'll be NDP ball.
Yes, because there was a foul after the shot. So when that happens, they give the ball to the other team.
A fortunate situation for NDP. And they're yelling about something else.
Offsides.
Offsides, yeah. We got 3, 4, 5 back, 6 back. There should be 2 down. And the clock runs while this is all figured out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And it cleared out the penalty. And they're back on the field.
So now We're all even.
Yes,
correct?
we are. Everything's
Yes.
even.
Great
And
cut.
a cut and a shot
Wow.
and a great goal. Number 41 for NDP, Nancy Holloran
Nancy Halloran.
with
That
the goal.
Was
What a great assist.
pretty, yes.
Makes it an 8-5 ball game. 18:03 remaining in the second half. The Blazers stretch it again. 8-5 over the Eagles.
18:03 remaining, second half. Blazers 8, Eagles 5.
It's just one of those have-to-haves yet.
Is it one of those have-to-haves?
Sure would be nice.
It would be nice, right? I think they're all have-to-haves.
Gotcha.
But there's plenty of time. That's what's again so great about our game. We keep talking about the game of runs, and we've seen 2 from McDonough, 2 from NDP, and just back and forth. So
There we go. Control button. Well, looked like a good check, but certainly came down hard on it.
yeah, it might have been empty.
I see.
Empty stick. So if she doesn't have possession yet, and she checks it, it's an empty stick check. But Brooke Barger's just been great on the circle.
She certainly has been the person that seems to be there for every interception or every breakaway to clear.
And these draw controls, they're coming out, and they're 50-50 balls, and she's everywhere. Nice defense.
Very good defense. Quick little dodge and creating some space.
Great stick work. That's a nice clear for McDonough.
That's number 10, Julia Hoffman. There's that skip pass you talked about. Creating an opening and a turnover and loose ball. Controlled by McDonough. Open shot. There it is. And a score.
That was great composure by the shooter for McDonough. I mean, they fought hard to get that ball back. Their head, as soon as what's great about McDonough and both teams really, when they get that ball, their head is immediately up, looking for the next cutter, next player, and McDonough does that really, really well.
Izzy Marsh gets credit for the goal, sophomore. Narrows the gap. The Blazers 8, the Eagles 6, 16-14 remaining in the second half. The Eagles fans trying to get their team on a roll.
McDonough just put number 15, Kayla Abernathy, on the circle. She did really well in the first half.
Yeah, I think they controlled 3 straight draws when she came in, mixing it up. But not this time. Controlled by number 21 for Notre Dame, Brooke Barger again. And Brooke does seem to have some quick legs.
She does.
Okay, again, 8-6, 15:48 remaining in the second half.
So McDonough still face guarding number 26, Hannah Martinet. And I think that's
It's probably a smart move, right?
a good move, yeah.
But it is leaving seeming bigger gaps trying to guard the rest of the fresh legs on NDP.
True.
And tough pass. Intercepted. And McDonough on a run. Number 6 for McDonough. Enema shedding. Passes over to number 10. And we got
so that's shooting space.
Julia Hoffman, who's going to get the advantage here. And a chance to make it a 1-goal game.
So she's got someone on her left side that's wide open. We'll see what she does here.
She shoots high. Yeah, the player on her left was wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Who has it now? Quick movement. Open in the middle. Shot.
Oh, great
and
save.
A great save. Stanis with another great save and goal. Number 42. And NDP clears. And has gained possession and slowed things down again.
That's a big save right there.
That was huge.
Because that McDonough player was wide open in the center of the 8. Nobody on her.
And she gave up her body. She came out and said, if it's going in, it's going through me. And it did not. An opening and a shot. Oh, and another great save by McDonough's goalie, Julia Cooper.
Both these goalies with these point-blank shots right at him, and the saves. It's just incredible right now.
And McDonough down the other end, opening right down the middle. A look. Oh, and no. And what do we have here?
That's going to be against NDP.
Wow. Another opportunity to narrow it to 1. Shot, no good. Another save. What remains? McDonough ball. 13 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. 8-6 NDP. Possession and that roll we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Not there this time. Shot and a stop.
So that's gonna be a card, yeah.
Wow.
So
on the
shooter.
McDonough shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Is that on the follow through?
It is. The NDP players were able to slide and get there and get good defensive position first,
So
and she still shot over them, and that's dangerous.
Gotcha.
So I think the NDP players
Maddie Jenner came off.
coming off.
And the clear by number 16 for Ellie Curry. And she goes down.
She slipped on her own. There's no call. It's unfortunate.
Number 21 for McDonough.
So it's 6-on-7.
And Matilson.
So they're going to hold this ball, maybe take some time off. Getting some coaching from the sideline. All legal. There's offsides there.
So what was the strategy all about to kind of stall a little bit and let some time run off? Just
Well,
get some coaching?
Get some coaching, and if they're not going to come out and pressure you defensively, then, take some time off and then get your full squad back out there.
Gotcha.
She's got a nice lane, this McDonough player here.
Shot no good. But McDonough remains in possession. Movement. Looks like she's going to get a lane. Nope, not going to get much of a lane this time, huh?
No, and the penalty is almost up. So right on this whistle, she gets to come in. So it's 3 seconds. So that's the one thing with the backer, the girl that's actually the backer who is kind of, you can see her, she's on the top of the 8 there. If she doesn't get to the side quick enough, it'll be shooting space every time.
Gotcha. And scores. Number 14, Maddie Jenner, makes it a 1-goal game.
It's a great shot. And also if she's on or inside the 8, that'll be 3 seconds. It starts with 3 seconds. And you can't be inside the 8 without marking anyone for longer than 3 seconds.
So, 8-7. We have ourselves quite a game again. 9:47 remaining in the second half. NDP with the 1-goal lead. And this is in true fashion for these two teams, playing this type of game every time they're together this year.
Right. So hopefully, the NDP coach is saying, look, we're good, we're still good, we're still winning. You're still doing some really good things. Play through, keep playing through, keep playing through. Because this is when doubt can set in. You were up before, you've been up your other games, and then all of a sudden, here they go again. This is where you got really, and hopefully senior leaders can really step up and say, no, we got this.
Yeah, that proverbial apple in your throat starts to grow a little bit, and you say, I'm not going to fall back to what's happened to us before. But it sits in the back of your mind and remember the days.
Right.
I think the crowd's becoming more tense, as we're getting. It's awful quiet right now.
It is awful quiet.
But Sue Thompson has to be really happy. And IAAM, girls lacrosse, one of the best lacrosse conferences in the country, probably the best conference for girls lacrosse in the country. An outing like tonight with this type of crowd and the spirit behind it all, and the vendors that are here, real, festive atmosphere for girls lacrosse here in the IAAM conference in Baltimore. And boy, this is what it's all about.
And this takes a lot to put on, so.
Yeah,
Sue, great job.
You bet, and all of her colleagues, that's athletic directors that pitch in to make this all happen. The coaches from each team, the heads of each school, the principals that all kind of make these things happen for the girls, and the parents. Look at all the parents that are here with balloons and all kinds of stuff to make it one really, really carnival-like atmosphere.
And of course, U.S. Lacrosse, have to thank them. I mean, being able to have these girls play this game on this field is just awesome.
Sue is on our promenade now, and she just said this is probably the largest crowd she's seen for girls lacrosse final. And we look across from us as the action gets rough, and it's going to be NDP ball?
I think so, yes. Brooke Barger again.
Yeah.
She's just been great on this goal circle. She's everywhere.
Yeah, it's we've said her name so many times tonight. She's been right there, strapping the goggles back on after taking a bit of a spill. And back to our action. 9:38 remains in the second half. 8-7 NDP. Nice give and go. And back behind the net.
NDP just doing a really good job of, again, spreading this field, giving themselves room to work.
And really utilizing their speed. Every time it
Yes.
seems like that double team's coming, they seem to outrun it.
Yes. And that's what you have to do. You have to keep your feet moving and pick a side and try to get the two defenders to chase you.
Moving around the perimeter. Oh. Looking for that pick. But
So it's really tough to get face guarded. And Hannah Martinet just right there did a great job of still being involved. Because sometimes if you're getting face guarded, they'll tell you to pull her all the way out high to just keep her out of the defender out of the play. But Hannah Martinet is still staying involved and working really hard.
that's Ava Class that's just not letting her get 6 inches between them. There's a movement to the goal, and they're going to pull it back out again. And a movement, shot, and goal! That was, guess who? Brooke Barger with the goal. Number 21 for NDP. Makes the spread 2 goals, 9-7. 7:56 remaining in the second half.
Brooke Barger.
She's just a workhorse today.
She is. She's going to get that Holly Farms Award here pretty soon.
Another down goal scored by number 21, Brooke Barger, unassisted. 7:56 remaining.
She's a competitor.
She sure is.
She really is.
7.
Type of person that when the game's on, she wants the ball.
Absolutely. You love those kind of kids as a coach.
Jordan Saborin out there for the face-off for NDP. And Maddie Jenner for McDonough. Back the way we started the game. And controlled by
Maddie
McDonough.
Jenner.
Maddie
Yep.
Jenner.
That's great midfield defense by number 41 for NDP. No foul, but just put a lot of pressure on her. That's just great defense.
Yeah, Nancy Halloran that was applying that defense. Julia Hoffman in control for McDonough. Back behind the net. Out to number 16, Izzy Marsh. Izzy back up on top. Looks inside. Lots of people there. And there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, so that's tough. I mean, NDP did a really nice job of collapsing on the inside there, and then it was just that forward motion into the head. Another card.
Notre Dame, yellow card, number 33, Jordan Kelly.
It's going to put
2 minutes.
the Eagles up a person for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And a great opportunity from the top. A shot and score. Number 10, Julia Hoffman, the senior.
That's just great placement.
Hoffman.
She had that non-stick side, mid to lower part of the cage. Those are super hard for a goalie to stop.
Julia was the
McDonough goal scored by number 10.
game-winning scorer when it went to overtime the last time.
Mm.
It is now 9-8.
Second half.
Blazers over the Eagles. 6 minutes, 49 seconds remaining. Back to a one-goal game. And back to our 2 people at the face-off, at the draw. Savorin. And Jenner.
This draw becomes more and more important as the game goes on.
And no control. The NDP comes up with it.
Great composure, handling the ball with that under that pressure.
Using the whole field, as you said before. Giving up, number 32.
I mean, NDP probably just passed the ball 8 or 9 times up that field to get it over into their offensive end. That's letting the ball do the work.
And a lot of composure, too, finding the open
Yes.
person each time and with all the pressure on. And that one is a turnover picked up by the goalie. Getting a lot of attention here behind the goal. And it's out of bounds, and it's going to be NDP ball. And the goalie is in a pretty tough position. Wide open in front of the net, and a goal.
Brooke Barger.
Brooke Barger, number 21.
Again, the composure by NDP has just been really, really nice to watch.
Score goes to NDP 10, the Eagles 8. 5:21 remaining in the second half.
Notre Dame goal scored by number 21, Brooke Barger, assisted by number 9, Caitlin Hoffman. 5:21 remaining, second half. Blazers 10, Eagles 8.
Huge draw coming up this time
Yes.
for McDonough. Ball comes back. Picked up by McDonough. On a turn. Oh, nope. It's going to stay with McDonough. Maddie Jenner.
Got a lot of people open on this side.
Yep. Shot and score! No!
Oh, it's
in the crease. A crease violation. It's going to get turned over to NDP. Did that little play
They did
again
it
where they lay it
again,
down
yeah.
in the crease.
I mean, it's working for him.
And McDonough can't reach in there and take it, huh?
No.
Very interesting.
Texas fans, be sure to stick around.
4 minutes, 18 seconds. 10-8 Blazers.
The post-game handshake of both teams.
Now I got to ask the question: when do we start to see the big S word? Right after this timeout, maybe, huh?
Good
So we got a
timeout.
timeout by NDP.
Notre Dame.
So, strategy time, Coach. What would you do?
Well, this 4 minutes I think is a little it's a little too early to start stalling. At least for me. But we were talking earlier, and you said that you've seen teams stall the ball for 8, 9, 10 minutes.
Well, the one thing about NDP is I keep going back to the fresh legs. It seems like
yes.
if they can just wear people down and, if in essence, run all the energy out of McDonough,
Yes.
seemingly if they want to tonight. But McDonough needs to come up with a big turnover at this point.
They do. But NDP, you can have fresh legs and run in and out all the people you need to, but still turn the ball over, So they're just doing such a nice job of staying composed and finding the open player, keeping their head up. They're just playing with a lot of confidence.
I think I would eat some clock. I think I would try to. I would go to a very composed.
Yes. It's
offense.
not an all-out stall
yet.
yet.
Right.
But it's one of those. My college coach would say it's 85% right now. If you can get that shot off, you have 85%. Know you're going to score. Go for it. If not, then we keep possession. But 4 minutes, that's a long time. So on the other side for McDonough, they're saying we still have time. We still have time.
Well, here we go. The last 4 minutes of regulation. NDP with a 2-goal lead, 10-8. And back.
So look at this. The goalie is
Goalie
up above
up.
the restraining line so they can get an extra
player where they.
player. Interesting.
Wow, this is a very, very.
So he may be in his all-out stall. You don't usually see the goalie get pulled unless you're in like a.
It's an interesting call from completely across the field, and really in a spot way away from the action. And so we do have this appears to be all-out stall. NDP in control, down to 3:05 remaining.
This is not where you want to get doubled.
Ball came loose for a moment there. Back to NDP, back in the middle of the field, dangerous area, and then back out to the side. 2:45 remaining. Monica, I got to say, this is not my favorite brand of lacrosse.
It's not my favorite brand either, especially, I've been announcing the college games, and it is nice to see, the 90-second possession clock for this reason.
Well, here comes some legs now on the McDonough side, all over the field. Well, it looks like do we have a turnover?
Nope, NDP's ball.
Nope, still NDP. And it's going to go back deep again. There it is. And it's okay. Just 2 minutes remaining.
Look who's backing it up, Brooke Barger.
Very effective job of finding the open player.
This is one of those plays and calls is, if it works, you're the hero. If it doesn't, but it's definitely something I've never seen
Well, and so far
at the high school level.
it's working for NDP.
It is. And I think, it's a good call. I think they're a little faster than McDonough and handling the ball a little better, so why not?
And they're going to go deep again. 1:35 remaining. And it's a game of keep away at this point.
Yeah.
That's the long pass that no
Great.
skip passes, all direct passes.
Yes.
This side's wide open, and they're going to bring it all the way over to this side.
NDP.
1
doing a
minute
great
remaining.
job.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
Dare we say it?
Yep, it's
Not yet, but
we're certainly looking favorably for the Blazers, as those legs seem to be in full gear at this moment. Back out. 40 seconds remaining.
that could witness history.
Wide open on this side of the field. Player down. There's a foul on the play. And is it going to be a card? It is a card. And
Makes it a little bit easier.
we're about to see, I think, a historic moment in high school
Yes, we
lacrosse.
are.
And the crowd's feeling it.
Yellow card number 24, Sam Franklin. 2 minutes, early body check.
What a game.
Up. Back up. 22 seconds. Under 20. $15.
Here we go.
And NDP's going to run it out. 10.
The streak is
5.
over.
And it is over. NDP is the IAAM A Conference champion, breaking the streak and knocking off McDonough here tonight.
What a game. What a game. They deserved it. They really did.
They played their hearts out tonight. Coach Mack's got to be very proud of his team. Both sides should be proud of.
Yes.
Good game played by both teams.
Been a long time coming for NDP, and they did it.
They sure did. And
Student body over there.
yes.
What a moment.
Yep. Big day for the Blazers, and a big day for the IAAM. Great lacrosse.
Absolutely. Coach Mack Ford had his game plan. His players stuck to it, and just really fun lacrosse to watch. So great job to NDP.
They believed they could, and they did.
Yes, they did. But hard-fought game by McDonough. Well coached.
As they head over towards their families and their parent section. McDonough comes off the field. They should be equally proud for their performance. Great game tonight on both sides. And we will have the presentation of the IAAM A Conference Cup, Bowl, and plaques. And the Motive Pure, replacing the old Gatorade jug spill on the coach in celebration.
And again, fans, we thank you. Please stay off the field. We will have the trophy presentation.
We will be back here tomorrow
handshake.
for the B and C Conference Championships tomorrow evening.
Both teams will shake hands. Some of these kids are going to be teammates next year, so
Yeah, they
you know,
go.
hard fought now, but they'll be teammates next year, which is kind of neat.
And a great show of sportsmanship as they go down the line. And
Yeah.
as you said, some of these folks have played together at the club level.
The rec
the
level,
rec level,
all
and
the
they're-
way through.
And soon to be playing together at the college level. Tonight, though, heartbreak as for the McDonough players, jubilation for NDP, and a great night all in for
Ladies and gentlemen,
high school
how about a
lacrosse.
big round of applause for both teams in tonight's game.
Happy to be a part of it.
That's been a pleasure, Monica. I'm glad we got a chance to work together. It was a pleasure having you with our broadcast, and
Thank
certainly
you.
added insight that we've not had before. So we appreciate that.
Well, thank you. It was fun.
That's what it's all about. It's for everybody. It's
For
supposed to be
everybody.
fun.
Yes.
The McDonough Eagles. Captains forward, please.
Captains for McDonough will go out and receive their runner-up plaque, something they're not accustomed to.
No. That's tough.
Yeah,
They're sending
But
all
it-
the seniors out, I think, maybe. Yes.
it had to come sometime, and 198 is a pretty big number.
That's just amazing.
I think that is the longest win streak in high school
Yes.
sports.
Yes.
There's nothing
is.
else that matches up to what they've accomplished
Congratulations
over the years in lacrosse. In fact, I think the last time they lost before tonight was to my team, John Carroll, and that
Oh.
was a long time ago.
Wow.
Well, I was in 2008, I believe, when we were
Wow.
kind of the mythical national champions. So
Amazing.
they've held this for feels like 10 years. And there is the bowl and the plaque for the champions of the IAAM A Conference, your NDP Notre Dame Prep Blazers.
If I have to say, there was an MVP, Brooke
Yeah.
Barger.
Yeah,
I
Brooke-
have to say it. I mean, and the goalie.
The
I
goalie
mean,
played huge as well.
amazing, both of them.
But, I know we had to say Brooke's name at least 50 times tonight.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't for scoring, it was for being there, being on the ball,
Yes.
wherever it was.
Whether it was an interception or loose ball control or whatever, she was everywhere.
Yep, just a fantastic athlete that rose to this championship caliber and for the most part controlled the game. And as
Yes.
you said, their goalie came up huge as well. Stamus was a real foundation for keeping this at stopping McDonough on only 8 goals is a pretty strong
Right.
showing as well.
That's got to be one of the lower
Outputs.
numbers, that they've put up. Oh, that's so fun to see.
Yeah. I'm really classy too. They didn't storm the field and act
No.
goofy. They waited for the players to come over and join them at the hill and celebrate. So a real classy night all the way around.
Yes.
Monica, thank you.
Thank
and,
you.
Thank you, John Carnisi, our cameraman. And we are done for the evening. We'll be back tomorrow with the B&C Championships here on Red Dog Media. And you can join us then. Again, tonight's championship A Conference winners, the NDP Blazers 10, the McDonough Eagles 8. Thank you for joining us, and I hope everyone is safe wherever they are. Have a good night, folks. Thank you.